Hello students, a very good afternoon. On that day I have completed the ninth standard. I have completed this elements one portion. I have completed flowchart 1. So in this one elements, what it is that an element is a substance which cannot be split up into two or more similar substances, means they cannot be split into two or more. That is called as the elements. Like copper is an element, zinc is an element, hydrogen is an element. If in a hydrogen H2O we are putting, it means it form a compound. Okay, means one thing is there, that is called the element, and more than one thing, that is called as a compound. Now today we are starting about the metals. Three types are there: metals, non-metals and metalloids. So what is the meaning of the metals here? A metal is an element that is malleable and ductile and conduct electricity. The meaning of the malleable here you can see on this one side. Means is this: any sheet we have taken, aluminium sheet we have taken, and we are beating with a hammer. Means too much we are beating with a hammer. When we are beating with a hammer, then what will happen? This one sheet, aluminium sheet, is become thin. Means patli ho jana, but it not be break. If it not be break, it means it is a malleable. If it will break, it means it is a brittleness. Listen to me very carefully. What is the meaning between, what is the difference between? Malleable is that which can be beaten into a thin sheet but cannot break. In a brittleness, it can be break. That is the brittleness, malleability, and these are the examples of it. Silver, metal, aluminium foils are used for packing foods. Gold, silver are some of the metals. Aluminium and copper are the metals. Metals are ductile. Now in this way, what we have taken any size, any square size or rectangle size wire we have taken. We are stretching this wire too much that it become a very thin wire. So it means when it become a thin wire after stretching, stretching means after drawing, then it's called as a ductile. The various examples are given here. You can write copper and aluminium. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. You know very well metals are good conductor. Metals are generally good conductor of heat and thermal conductivity. Silver metal is the best conductor of heat, means best conductor of heat, as we are using any electricity product. On the upper side of the product, inside the wire is there, on the upper side the plastic thing is there. So that's why they are saying it is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Metals are lustrous, means metals are shining able. मेटल जो होते हैं वो शाइनिंग, लाइक गोल्ड इज अ मेटल दैट इज अ शाइनिंग, सिल्वर इज अ मेटल दैट इज अ शाइनिंग, बट वुड इज नॉट अ मेटल, इट मीन्स इट विल नॉट शाइन. सो दिस इज द मीनिंग lustrous. Metals are generally hard. Except sodium and potassium, all the metals are hard. Sodium and potassium can be cut with a knife also, and the sodium we are putting in the kerosene oil. So why we are putting in a kerosene oil? So that it cannot be take a fire, cannot be burn. When sodium is come in contact with the air, it will burn. Okay, next is metals are usually strong. They have high tensile strength. More tensile strength is there. Next is metals are solids at room temperature except some. Like only one metal, mercury, is a liquid state at the main temperature. This is a question which is come. Like this type of question is coming. Okay, metal generally have high melting and the boiling point. You can learn this thing, that who is having the more highest boiling point, melting point. That iron is a 1535 degrees Celsius. Sodium and potassium metals have low melting point, less than 100 degrees Celsius. Metals have high density, means those who having a more weight, having the high density, having a less weight, having a low density. They are sonorous. Sonorous is they have a ringing sound. Ringing sound, that means called as a sonorous. Like a guitar is there, violin is there, sitar is there. Metals have a silver or grey color. Metals are mainly these type of colors. What are the things of the metal? The opposite things of the non-metal. What are the things we have taken in a metal? We are thinking in the non-metal. Now see, in the non-metal, non-metal is an element which is neither malleable nor ductile and does not conduct electricity. Okay, examples, these all are examples are there. You can write down in your copy. Now you can see the properties of non-metals. First point which we have studied in the metal, that is malleable. In this one also, non-metals are not malleable. Non-metals are brittle. Now they are break. When we are putting with a hammer, when we are beating with the hammer, they will break. When they will break, it means the brittleness is there. Brittleness is the characteristics properties of solid non-metal. What we can say, the opposite of the metal is a non-metal. So these all things are the opposite of the metal. Okay, then metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity, but here we can see metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Non-metals are not ductile, means it cannot be drawn into wires, but in metals it can be drawn into wires. They are not lustrous, they are lustrous. They are generally hard, soft. They are hard, but some are soft. Here also some example are given. Diamond, which is allotrope form of carbon, is the hardest substance. Non-metals are not strong. Non-metals may be solid, liquid or gas. Non-metals have low melting and the boiling point. So opposite of the metal is the non-metal. You can write down this thing also. Opposite of the non-metal. After this is a comparison between of the metals and the non-metals. You can learn these things also. Now after this, one problem is there, Sam, that what is the difference between the copper and the sulfur. Copper is a malleable and ductile, it can be hammered into thin sheets and drawn into wires. Copper is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Sulfur is neither malleable and nor ductile. Sulfur break into pieces when hammered. Sulfur is bad conductor of heat and electricity. Metalloids, half things of the metal and the half things of the non-metal, that is said to be the metalloids. Mixtures are of two types. One is the homogeneous and second is the heterogeneous. Already I have teach to you. Okay. So today we are doing till here. Mixtures you can write down from the book. Thank you students and have a nice day.